guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and every Thursday there's a new release from Prime1 Studio. So today we're going to talk about the one of this week, and the one that a lot of people were excited for and still excited for, and they were anticipating. In my opinion, the biggest highlight at the Prime1 Studio showcase, and it's finally here, so that's always good news. And as you can see right here, there's two versions. There's an exclusive bonus version, and also we have the regular version. We're gonna talk about the exclusive today. Now, the edition size is to be announced. We don't have that yet, but the price of this is $1,200. You can choose a payment plan, or you can pay up front. And it's already available for pre-order. Now we're gonna read some of the description, and then we're gonna look into the pictures. The great-grandfather of Dick Grayson, William Cobb, aka Talon, is one of the most revered assassins in the Court of Owls. His powers are rare and allow him to be one of the most formidable foes in Gotham. Talon has extreme accelerated healing abilities and does not physically age. He's a master of martial arts and swordsmanship, making him virtually unbeatable. Talon stands in a breathtaking, dynamic pose 30 inches tall upon an ominous Court of Owls base, complete with the mysterious Court of Owls emblem, making it the perfect complement to his image. Bring the assassin to your collection today, a must-have for DC Comics fans everywhere. Now, in the specifications, we have the size approximately is 30 inches tall, which is 75.1 centimeters height. The width is 54.1 centimeters. And the depth is 46.3 centimeters. Now, with the sheathted swords, the height is 32 inches, which is approximately 82.4 centimeters. The width is 49.1 centimeters, and the depth is 59.6 centimeters. This is for the exclusive version only. Now, it's one Court of the Owls design team base, one unsheathed swords, one pair of swappable arms holding sword, one sheathted sword, exclusive version only, one pair of swappable arms with claw hands, that's exclusive version only, and one pair of swappable hands holding throwing knives, exclusive bonus version only. And as you can see, this is the picture of the throwing knives. Now, looking at here, this is part of the museum Masterline. This is a 1/3 scale, and the product weight of this is 20.9 kilograms. It's made out of polystone and other materials. Now, looking at the pictures, I gotta be honest with you, the showcase, and I have mentioned this in plenty of videos since the showcase, it was definitely a magnificent and masterful way to present the products. And I think that the bar is so high right now with Prime1 Studio. They really are showing other companies how to do it, and I feel that that's always good, at least for the industry. We're gonna see more of this type of presentations coming on, not only from Prime1 Studio, but I'm sure from other companies. But in my opinion, Talon was probably the highlight for a lot of people, because in the aftermath, many people were talking about it. And of course, I was excited. I really like it. I think it's a fantastic representation of this character. And as you can see right here, this is part of the exclusive. The claws are just part of the exclusive. But I love the representation. It is well done. The pose is well done. And this gives us an idea of everything that comes with this. As you can see, the exclusive arms parts, you have this claws. You also have the sheathted swords, the emblems, the Court of the Owls mask, and this is the base, of course. Pretty cool, I think they did a terrific representation of this character. Now, as you can see with the regular, you have pretty much the sheets and you have the swords. But with the exclusive, you get the sheathted swords, and also you get the claws. Now, you don't have a picture here. They didn't have the picture of the throwing knives, but that's also part of the bonus. And as much as I like this piece, and as much as I like the representation, you gotta be honest. This may lean at some point if it's not structurally sound. If they don't really put a strong rod to sustain it, we may have a problem. So that's something to keep in mind, and hopefully we don't get to see that problem when this comes out. But here you can see, I love the base. I love that the owls they put there. It really gives some detail and also more context to the character. Now, I do love the Court of Owls run, in this case the storyline by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. I really think it was a fantastic introduction to the New 52 Batman. And although I'm not really a fan of the New 52, I would say that Batman in particular was one of the highlights of pretty much the entire universe that DC was creating. And definitely, I know some people are not fans. I was the other day discussing this, and you can see the swappable parts, the exclusive parts. A person that is not really a fan, I was having the discussion on Facebook of Snyder's writing. He was mentioning a lot of stuff that happened in the aftermath, almost at the end of the run. But in my opinion, the introduction of the run with the Court of Owls is fantastic. It was a great introduction. I feel that for fans of Batman for a long time, like myself, I think it was a return to form in regards to how you want the stories of Batman to unfold. You know, I've never been a fan of the, in this case, Grant Morrison's run. I feel that it really kind of damaged a lot of the aspects of Batman in some ways, or more modern aspects of Batman. I think with Scott Snyder, it went back to basics, and that's good. Doesn't mean that he had a perfect run. Doesn't mean that he didn't make some mistakes. I don't think it doesn't mean that everything he has done is fantastic. But I would say Talon was one of those characters that I really enjoy. Really, the introduction of it, you know, as a classic form of villain or a, you know, assassin from the Batman universe. But yeah, I love the base. But yeah, as you can see, some leaning may be the problem at some point. So I'm guessing this is going to be a very hollow piece. This is from the back, but I love the base, the concept of the base, the rocky base. Here you can see that's another problem there. And I know some people are going to point this out. Where you see the mask, I love that around the base. And definitely those owls are cool. At every angle, I love this character. I really love this, and definitely the post is fantastic. They took inspiration from the comic book, and I love that, from the art of Greg Capullo. But you can see, love it. Yeah, I really love it. I love the concept. I'm just surprised about this one. And to be honest with you, there's not really much to it in the sense that there's swappable parts. There's a few swappable parts, particularly for the exclusive, but there's not much to it. But it's just the way they represent it. I think that there's no other way that I can envision Talon to looking as magnificent as this, as accurate as, you know, close to the comic book. So in my opinion, they took the best pose from the comic book, the best representation, the best panel, and they just pretty much put it into 3D form. But yeah, it looks good. The color is good. The paint job is good. Of course, you know, talking about Prime1 Studio, when it comes about the prototypes, they're fantastic, but also the final product is always good. Minor some exceptions, some things here and there that always need some work, but beyond that, I love it. I really love what they did with the glasses there too. And yeah, we haven't even gotten that far with the pictures because, man, this is a great piece. Look at that. The claws are fantastic. The detail on the wings of the owls, cool. Here you can see this is the regular version, but looks great. You know, at this point, I would say, you know, it's good that they have regulars, but the bonus version is the best one. But you know, as we know the history of the company, they're gonna end up also in other stores. You will be able to find it at Sideshow, the bonus version. You will be able to find it Spec Fiction and other places they're gonna have it on pre-order. So it's not like something that you have to really worry about. And here's another angle. Loved what they did with the background. Yeah, definitely. It's, you know, I love the detail, love the pose with the swords in his hands. And definitely there's a lot of detail and markings in his clothing. All the different throwing knives there. Too bad that they don't have the picture with the throwing knives. Maybe that was just a last minute thing. Of course, you know, that's what they do. I noticed that lately there've been a lot of last minute things with a lot of bonus versions, which is not good in my opinion. They should have that all together with the whole package so you can see it with it. And that is also a selling point in my opinion. But here's the details you can see with the boots. And this is the part where, you know, I'm concerned. It's just, this is pretty much this leg is holding everything. So hopefully there is a really strong rod going from here, from the knee all the way down. If not, you're gonna have problems. And even with the rod, you will have problems if this is not made out of strong materials, strong polished stone. Eventually it may give in, so that's something that you have to be concerned as a collector. But really love that, you know, the leather here too. The, you know, the paint job you know, really resembles this as leather. That's pretty cool. Really like that. From this angle, the hand, the sword, the knife. Really, really cool. Love the emblem. And the owl there too. And those two little owls. Those are pretty cool. The emblem right there from the coral owls. And of course the mask. You know, it's the little touches. I think that's what really add pretty much a lot of value and context to the piece, and that's what I love with that. I think Prime1 does fantastic with that, is that they also make the base not being too big. Other companies make bases too big, but they make bases according to the character, but they do have a lot of charm, a lot of character, a lot of you know specifications and tidbits from wherever they took inspiration from. In my opinion, that's the way to go when it comes about bases. And this is like water, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some reflection of water, and you can see I just noticed that now, the water just flowing from the rocks. Now look at that, look at the eyes. Now he's not really touching per se here, so that's something that I don't know, maybe just they didn't go all the way through, or maybe it wasn't designed like that, but it feels like it's not even touching. So yeah, that needs to be improved so it looks more realistic. But yeah, I'm telling you, this is a great piece. Honestly, I feel that Prime1 Studio is doing terrific. This year has been the year, in my opinion, of Prime1 Studio, with everything that they have showcased, everything that they're bringing for pre-order. It's fantastic. I know that it's not for everyone. The price point is something that concerns a lot of people. These are really expensive collectibles. This is not for the average collector that only want to spend, you know, no more than $500 on a piece. And I feel that this is something that is unique for what it is. You know, however, it doesn't mean that this is just for the best collectors, because sometimes people have the assumption that, oh, you are the best collector, you spend the most money into something, and that's not true. This is for a particular collection. In this case, if you're already collecting Prime1 Studio stuff, you're already collecting Batman stuff, you're into the 1/3 scale, that's what you've been collecting, then definitely this is something worth checking out. I feel that it's going to sell well. It's going to do very, very good, in my opinion. So if you don't act now, you might lose your chance. And of course, it will take time until this releases. But I feel that this is something worth checking out for the time being. And as you can see, the estimated arrival, I didn't mention this earlier, but it's going to be between January and April of 2022. So there's plenty of time. But I feel that this is going to do pretty well, in my opinion. But now, what is yours? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care. And I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.